so glad that you could be here. Since I'm becoming a Bas Mitzvah, I wanted to learn about the person whom I was named after, to learn from her example. Usually when you are named after someone else, it is either because you are born on a date that has special meaning for them, or because your parents hope that you will follow in their footsteps. As you can tell, I wasn't born anywhere near Purim, so I was named Esther for another reason. I was named after my great-grandmother, Esther Moritz, whose yahrzeit is less than a week before my birthday. My great-grandmother was born in Tangiers, Morocco in 1910. She went to pharmacy school, which was unusual at the time for a woman. She was always helping people, and a few times she needed those skills to take care of others. Once she was going to the market and she saw a man with a very bad leg wound. She took him home and used her pharmacist skills to take care of the wound, even though nowadays it's still a very hard wound to heal. And she fed him and kept him as a guest until he was better. Once, one of her kitchen workers got tuberculosis, a very contagious lung disease. Most people would have fired him, especially when you have a house full of children, but instead she took him to the doctor and took care of everything for him until he was better. Anytime one of her workers was sick, she would visit them in the hospital every day and bring them food. She treated her servants like family, and she treated her family like royalty. During the Six-Day War, the Moroccan government jailed 13 leading Jewish citizens, including her husband, my great-grandfather. Even though no one was allowed to visit, she bribed the jailers 2 times a day so that she could bring lunch and dinner to all 13 of them, having to pay a normal bribe times 13. She did that for a month until they were freed. She had a way of getting around important people and unfair laws to help her family and other people. She was very properly named because one thing she was known for was always dressing perfectly, and she carried herself regally. She went through a lot of hard times, and she thought of some clever ways to support her family. She would make brooches by taking buttons and covering them in leather and then painting faces on them. She would use ordinary materials to make clothes for the little dolls. She made little people such as Dutch girls with braids and islanders with turbans from scraps. She also made and sold hats in her house. She was very creative and artistic. Her daughter, my grandmother, learned all of those lessons from her mother. And when my great-grandmother got older and became sick, my grandmother spent all of her time taking care of her. My grandmother is also very giving and kind and does a lot of good for others. My achlata is that I will take after them and try to think more about others than about myself.